Oo. Maayong hapon sa tanan. We're here again for the update on the Saga murder case. They will elaborate later, so mag-mention lang ko kung kinsay available karon. Of course, from the family side, we have attorneys Romel Fontanilla and attorney Silex Baroga. Okay. And from the police side, we have Police Major Ralph Jazan Perez and Police Major Ronald Esquivel. So, dili na ako siya padugayon. We'll give the mic to Attorney Fontanilla. Sir?
Good afternoon. The latest news regarding the murder case of the late Colonel Samuel G. Afdal is that the case is now in Quezon City, RTC, Regional Trial Court, particularly Branch 85. It was transferred there by virtue of an order from the Supreme Court. Arraignment has been set and pre-trial was already conducted, and trial will ensue later. Insofar as two accused there, particularly accused Alimar Awado and also Rosalino de Gracia. I'll transfer to Attorney Baroga for further updates.
Good afternoon. As mentioned by Attorney Fontanilla, the case is now with the Regional Trial Court in Quezon City by virtue of the transfer coming from RTC 6 in Agusan. Now, there are three accused. As we mentioned before, there was a case filed against Ryan Mark Bailon, Awado, and De Gracia as recommended by the Provincial Prosecutor of Agusan. And then later on, in view of the order of the Supreme Court, as mentioned earlier, the case was raffled to Quezon City, and eventually the court there issued a warrant of arrest against Ryan Mark Bailon and De Gracia. Now, we are now conducting hearings regarding the same insofar as accused Awado, and yesterday we also learned that De Gracia surrendered allegedly to the CIDG in Davao. We have yet to confirm the same, but at any rate, both accused have been arraigned, but the other accused, Ryan Mark Bailon, continues to be at large, even if there's a warrant of arrest against him. So there are pending incidents regarding motions, but we cannot discuss everything about it because of the sub judice rule. So in the meantime, that's all for the legal aspect of the case. May we be giving the mic to Major Perez insofar as the implementation of the warrant of arrest.
Good morning. We already received the copy of the warrant of arrest against Ryan Bailon, and so far for the PNP, continue po yung manhunt operation namin against Ryan Bailon to serve the warrant of arrest.
Major, can you please update us? Have you gone to the place as ordered in the warrant of arrest?
So far, sir, may mga info kami na natanggap for validation, pero as of that time, sir, wala pa po tayong info sa exact location ni Ryan Bailon, but rest assured po na ginagawa po lahat sa part ng PNP para po mahuli natin yung mga suspects, sir.
Okay. Meron questions? We can start na lang sa Arut?
Okay, the two legal counsels. Sir, why you requested, or the family requested, to transfer the case in QC, sir?
The case was transferred to, actually it's not particularly in Quezon City, but supposedly the family requested for the transfer of venue or change of venue technically from Agusan to any court in Manila or Quezon City. But later on, the Supreme Court ordered the transfer of the case to Quezon City. Now, the main reason there was that at that time there were two John Does. There were two John Does, and during the investigation by government agencies, allegedly there was some link also with the military at the time. Now, so the petition was filed way before, I cannot pinpoint the exact month, but it was more than several months prior to the actual transfer. Now, when the petition was, there were threats that were duly verified by the proper government agency. That's why the Supreme Court granted the transfer of venue.
When was that, so you request ng family or
Last year.
Actually, it was last year when the case against Mamerto and two John Does was pending at the time. So there was already a petition considering that witnesses would be afraid to testify because of the two John Does still at large and possible other reasons.
Sir, klaro ko lang, sir, yung sabi niyo na link ng military, ano yun, sir?
During that time kasi, there was a counter affidavit filed by Mamerto, and also the military submitted some reports regarding the same, but still the prosecutor's office found probable cause and it was filed naman. So those are matters that were in consideration during that time that the petition for change of venue was filed.
Sheila.
Absolutely. Kay Major Perez, sir, after you received the warrant of arrest, how many places you've been to, and nabatay mga ideas and sa mga possible na itaguan?
So yung sa warrant of arrest na na-receive namin, ma'am, nakalagay naman doon yung address niya sa Bunawan, Agusan del Sur. Yun yung pinuntahan namin, ma'am, pero wala naman siya doon, ma'am. So may mga info tayo sa mga places na pinaano niya, pero hindi ko pa pwedeng i-disclose, ma'am, kasi bine-verify pa namin, ma'am, para in case na ma-positive natin na nandun siya, ma'am, nandun na yung mga personnel natin, ma'am, na para i-serve yung warrant niya. Pero doon sa nakalagay sa place of warrant niya place of address niya sa warrant, ma'am, yun lang yung pinuntahan namin doon sa Bunawan, Agusan Sur, ma'am.
Well, are we positive na nasa Pilipinas pa rin?
So far, ma'am, may info tayo na nandito lang siya sa Pilipinas, ma'am. Hindi pa man siya nakagawas, ma'am.
Available itong ano? Available yung case or not?
Murder is not
Not available.
Non-available po yun.
Okay.
We have Kat Cortez of Davao Today. Kat, ang mic yan, Kat.
Hi sir, kay sa PNP din po. Sir, anong mga challenges natin? Why until now at large pa rin yung mga suspects?
Sa amin, ma'am, siguro, ma'am, hindi naman natin masasabi na simpleng tao lang yung suspect. May mga kakayahan din naman siya, ma'am, para siguro, ma'am, nahihirapan tayo kasi yun nga, marami pa naman talaga siyang mga napapagalaw ng mga ma'am, tsaka yung pinagtataguan niya. Pero ma'am, hindi lumiliit na lang talaga yung mundo niya. Kasi sa mga yung kumbaga yung warrant niya, ma'am, all over the Philippines naman yung warrant niya, na naman yan, na-publish naman yan. So, anywhere sa country, ma'am, na makita siya, may huhuli na talaga sa kanya, ma'am.
But so far po sa atin,
far, ma'am,
we have established na po yung kanyang whereabouts, hindi pa.
Hindi pa man ganun na-establish, ma'am, but mga info pa lang na kumukontak pa lang. Pero, rest assured talaga, ma'am, na maliit na lang talaga yung ginagalawan niya na ma'am, na place, ma'am. Space.
Next. Alan? Alan, nabangis.
Sir, kumusta ang status ng yung witness natin si Mamerto ba yan? Ayaw.
Sa ngayon, sir, nasa natin siya, sir, nasa Agusan del Sur Provincial Jail, sir. Okay naman yung niya doon, sir. Okay
Hindi naman siya
naman.
nagbago, no?
Sir?
Wala siya nag-recant.
Wala, sir, wala. Wala.
Maya? Okay. Sir, anong update dun sa
cases na in Davao City po sa ng suspect.
Actually siya, dismiss po yung kaso without prejudice to refiling. We're now thinking of refiling it based on the resolution itself na it was not dismissed with finality, but actually it advised us to add some evidence for purposes of refiling it, and we're thinking of refiling it, ma'am.
Sino yung nag-surrender sa CIDG? And what information have you received?
Actually po, yung resolution was against 3 accused. One accused, Mr. Awado, at the time of the issuance of the warrant, he was already detained in Bislig City. So, due to it, there was no need for issuing a warrant of arrest. Instead, the court issued a commitment order to keep him in detention. The other one, issued against Rosalino de Gracia. The information is that he voluntarily surrendered not to the Rosario Municipal Police Station nor to the Bunawan, but he chose to surrender at CIDG Davao City. We don't know the reason behind it, but that's the information we got, and we were told by the court. So considering that both accused are already in detention, the arraignment for those 2 accused already pushed through. They were arraigned already. So the remaining warrant of arrest is against accused Ryan Mark B. Bailon. Yes, ma'am.
Kailan mo nag-surrender ito?
Based on the manifestation of his counsel, he surrendered on April 15, 2024.
Is na-turn over na siya?
Actually, kaya po that's why we're thinking na allegedly in detention because he's not yet turned over to the RPC Quezon City.
So no more follow-up, sir, with CIDG sa side mo?
Actually, the court ordered the CIDG to issue a certificate of detention. But we heard that according to Major Perez, the CIDG Davao City has no detention facility, so it has to surrender the person of the accused to the jurisdiction of the Quezon City RTC. That's our opinion.
So walang physical fix ng total sa CIDG in Davao?
For now, wala. Actually, we conferred with Sergeant Esquivel. He is with Rosario, to which the warrant of arrest was addressed, and he would verify with the CIDG. According to him, he would just coordinate with his chief and to verify whether accused De Gracia is actually detained there. Based on our information, kasi the CIDG Davao has no custodial facility. So wala silang we don't know this, but they allegedly do not have a detention area. So we are doubtful whether he is actually detained or not. But anyway, since the order of arrest, the warrant of arrest was addressed to Rosario Police Station, with which Sergeant Esquivel is a staff or a member, then he has the right to verify also because the arrest or the warrant of arrest is addressed to them. So maybe we can have the side of Sergeant Esquivel.
Okay.
May hapon. Ang proseso anak kung ang tao nga nadakpan bisag asa nga lugar, kung asa siya nakasuhan, kung asa siya nakahimog nakakommit og krimen, turn over na sa amo, din kami na ang mag-return na sa korte.
Any question? Good afternoon po sa legal counsel. Attorney, nakalagay kanina departure order against the mastermind murder case. Pinag-file na tayo April 18?
Yes, actually we filed a motion for issuance of a whole departure order. The defense was given 3 days to comment on the same. I don't know if they probably send us to us through registered mail, so it takes some time. But as of yesterday, it was not touched because of the pending incidents during that time, yung arraignment, pre-trial, and also the presentation of the first witness, insofar as the bail hearings are concerned. So we would learn that within the days to come once we come back to Manila.
Maya? Attorney, clarify ko lang, when the transfer sa Quezon City, RTC Quezon? And before that, yes.
Yes. Yung actual transfer sa Quezon City, yung just last year, just this year, February, I think. Sometime in February 2024, the RTC branch 6 of Agusan del Sur transferred to Quezon City. Then it was raffled. After raffle, the case was assigned to branch 85 of Regional Trial Court of Quezon City.
You mentioned that it was the family requested for the transfer that they...
Yes, actually, the family, through Ma'am Evelyn, she filed a petition for transfer of venue.
They asked for the family, what's the reason for...
Basically, for security reason po.
May I just state for the record, in connection with your question, the Supreme Court resolution was dated August 2, 2023. But the actual transfer of the records, you know, it takes time naman for the same.
Okay. To the family, okay lang. Okay. Sa lawyers, sa mga legal counsels, sir, tabi i-offer na bounty ang family para mas mapadali ang arrest.
Actually, we're giving the opportunity on the part of the accused to surrender himself. You know? We would not want to give undue pressure in the sense na if he truly believes that he is innocent, then he would surrender. It's something that might be considered in the future at this point in time.
For how long time na ibigay? Ihatag ninyo?
It's for the family siguro to ano.
Next question, family. Sheila?
Actually, yung service of warrant, the police station of Bunawan is given 10 days to effect the arrest. After the 10 days, if the police station of Bunawan is unable to arrest him, they will return the warrant of arrest as unserved. Then the prosecution, or us, will file the issuance of alias warrant of arrest, motion for the issue of alias warrant of arrest, which means that accused is deemed a fugitive from justice. So he can be arrested anywhere by any police authority.
Citizen's arrest.
Yes, it could be also. And of course, it could be considered as a flight, which is an indication of guilt. So actually he knows that he has a warrant of arrest, but still he has not voluntarily surrendered. The 10-day period for the police station of Bunawan to arrest him is about to expire. So it will be returned unserved, sir.
Sir, yung Bunawan lang naman yung address niya, di ba? So wala siyang yung dun sa ano. So does he has another address like Davao?
Hindi namin maano ma'am. Pero karong April 22 ma'am, kung hindi talaga namin siya man, i-return na namin yung warrant para nga makapag-file na si na attorney ng ano ma'am, motion for na alias ma'am.
Another question.
Sa family na.
Nabay ko ano?
The family will have the closing sa kanyang statement. So if you have other questions.
May binigay ba na reward money ang family para madakip kaagad or ma-information?
So far, wala po. We're giving the police the opportunity to effect the arrest. For now, it will be probably considered later on, but for now, it's up to the police to implement the warrant of arrest.
Can they be allowed to, photo? Pwede na ba siya ilabas? I mean the suspect. Meron na bang na photo ng suspect? Pwede na ba siya ilabas? Pwede na ba siya ilabas?
I think we will wait dun sa return ng police.
Ivy, follow-up question lang
For Sir Parents or kay Sir Esquivel, have we coordinated to other police precincts or like for example Davao City Police Office or other police stations for this matter po para matulungan kayo to arrest the suspects, especially the mastermind?
So far ma'am, yung coordination na ma'am within the Caraga, within the Caraga region pa ma'am. Pero sa time na ma-return na namin yung warrant ma'am, yung alias ma'am, all over the ano na yan ma'am. All over the PNP ano na yan ma'am.
So mas okay na ulit. Mas okay na babalik para yung manhunt. Mas okay kung nasa isa uli na lang yun. 22 pa mag-expire.
Yes, based on a period, the police stations received a copy of the warrant of arrest on April 12 na. I think April 12. So, 10 days, April 22, the last day. That would be on Monday.
So yung alias na motion, sir, will it be filed in QC na? Or
Yes, in Quezon City also. Because it's now, the RTC Quezon City was jurisdiction over the case.
But the warrant of arrest was issued in Prosperidad?
No, the Quezon City po. Remember during the last time, we discussed, di ba, yung the second update. It was filed in court, but then because of the transfer, the court, RTC 6, did not issue anymore the warrant of arrest. It was Quezon City already issued the warrant of arrest.
Sir, last attorney, is this,
is the transfer good for the family? The transfer of the case na, is it favorably para sa pamilya?
Because of the reasons adduced in the petition for the change of venue, in a way, of course, that was the request of the family for the transfer in order to protect the witnesses and so forth, and so on and so forth.
Aside from that, since na ang kaso is nanukad sa Agusan, kanang makita nato nga na by fair trial since wala sa local yung kaso?
It's actually something to be seen as we cross the bridge as we get there. So the case is still at a very early stage, so we'll find out.
Attorney, you mentioned for security reasons para to protect the witnesses. May na-receive na ba ng mga threats?
Yes, there was actually an assessment by the proper government agency regarding the matter. At the time that we filed the petition for change of venue, we attached that report and among also the other reasons as stated in the petition itself.
Any more questions? I get
Sir, Attorney, balikan lang na po itong allege na pag-surrender ni De Gracia. Ano ka sa CIDG siya na-surrender instead nga sa direksyon?
Can you, pasensya na po.
Sorry. Attorney, yung alleged na surrender ni De Gracia sa CIDG, bakit kaya attorney sa CIDG siya nag-surrender? Bakit hindi na lang direkso sa
Actually, hindi rin namin alam. So
pero sa inyo po, attorney, palagay niyo po.
We cannot speculate kasi. So, baka hindi pa pwede.
Your opinion, sir, isa sa sa...
Oh, yes, sir.
Salamat, sir.
Thank you.
Rejoinder lang po, attorney. Ano pong remedy niyan to provide the suspect from CIDG magsulat kayo sa court or
Actually, we discussed that yesterday. We were verifying with the court but the court said that they would, it's awaiting the certificate of detention coming from the CIDG to confirm na detained nga siya. And then, a matter of course, the court should issue a commitment order, so that he would be committed with the proper government agency with the jail facility as mandated by the rules.
And if next hearing po ay wala pa yung certification, he will still be at
That's
large?
something that we would address din sa court. We would file the necessary motion regarding the same. Kasi nga, it's actually something na must be addressed talaga. Okay, thank you.
Joel?
Sa PNP. Sir, when was the last time na you monitored the whereabouts of the accused?
Actually sir, simula April 12 sir, matanggap namin yung warrant of arrest sir. Hindi na kami tumigil na pagmamonitor kung mga whereabouts si sir, ni Bailon. Pero yun nga, medyo mahirap pa rin talaga sa ma-pinpoint kung nasaan. Pero darating din yung time sir na mahuli rin namin siya sir.
Curious lang sir, kailan yung pinakahuling date and saan yung location na monitor nyo na nakita yung presence niya?
Hindi naman nakita yung presence sir, siguro mga info lang. Nung last day lang sir na may info, hindi ko na lang sabihin sir kung saan. May kami nalapon na region na siguro sir, sa region 10 siya sir. Meron din dito sa region 11. Pero yun nga lang sir, hindi namin alam yung exact na place kung nasaan siya sir. Pero may mga personnel na kami sir na na-assign na para tumugi sa kanya sir.
Ano ba siya sir? Mahilig siya sa motor?
Yun yung ko sir, yun yung ko na background niya sir. Tapos may info rin kami sir na sumali pa siya dati sa sir, sa Ironman Pero wala pa naman siyang warrant doon sir.
Okay. So marami pa lang.
Do you think sir, is there someone who's ka-convenient? May kasama ba?
Hindi ko yan ma'am. Hindi ko masagot ma'am kung meron ba o ano.
Yung sa CIDG na sir, hindi ba po baka may kakilala din siya kaya hindi siya nagsulat? Yung sa issue ng yung pagsuko ng isang suspect sa CIDG, po ba baka may kakilala siya doon sa CIDG kaya hindi siya sumuko?
Hindi po natin yan. Pero normally ma'am, dapat pag ganyan, yung CIDG ma'am, mag-coordinate sila sa sa Rosario Municipal Police Station ma'am para ma-transfer yung custody ng yung suspect.
Wala pong coordination.
Wala pa as of now ma'am, wala pa. Kasi it's either na ihatid nila or ng Rosario Municipal Police Station.
Pero question, kung verified ba yung report na sumurrender?
Yun yung inaano niya ngayon ma'am, kung kung positive ba na nandun para ma-prepare nila yung ma'am, ma-prepare nila yung process para malipat sa kanila yung custody ni ma'am, ni De Gracia.
Maya, attorney, forgive my ignorance pero hindi ko lang kung paano ba ang proceedings. After April 22 na ka-scan na ibalik yung warrant para maging nation. Ano ba yung proseso para maging nationwide na yung mga after yung pagbalik ng
Hello?
after April 22?
Yung warrant of arrest kasi mayroon siyang period of 10 days para ma-implement. Parang to give the police the opportunity na yung usually, primarily, directed yung warrant sa Bunawan kasi doon yung last known address ng accused. Meron 10 days. After that, pag unserved, re-return unserved, then mag-i-issue ng alias of warrant of arrest. Wala na siyang period until the accused is arrested.
Sino yung mag-issue ng
Court din. Oh.
Thank you. Okay na tataan? Yes. Follow up, rejoinder, anything? Okay. Reminder, no ambush interview, so the family will have their statement. No ambush. Tapos, Christine will read the family statement.
before I read our family statement, magpasalamat na pod ko sa inyong tanan for being here with us again, making the time, no? So again, I cannot again also express how grateful we are to be given this opportunity to face all of you and to be able to update you with what is going on. Once again, it has been very difficult for our family, and we really appreciate you giving our privacy, no, and the space. But at the same time, we also very gratefully appreciate you giving us this venue also to be able to update you with what is going on. So with that, may I start the family's statement, no? Ako alang basahon ni mga sir ug ma'am. May law enforcers act with dispatch to arrest Sagas killers. The immediate family of the late Colonel Samuel G. Afdal are elated by the recent turn of events in the search for justice for his killing after the court has ordered the arrest of the remaining 2 suspects who are still at large. As we said before, this steady grind of justice consoles us even as we struggle to move on from our tragic loss of the kind Samuel G. Afdal. One of those up for arrest is a business associate of the colonel, and the thought that he has the gall to betray Saga is horribly disheartening and reprehensible. With the arrest warrant out, we deeply hope and pray that our law enforcement agencies act with dispatch to bring the suspect before the court of law and face justice. We also hope and pray that the flow of justice will go on unimpeded. The stage of our struggle for justice may not have come if not for the efforts of the Army 75th Infantry Battalion, the Death Investigation Division of the National Bureau of Investigation, the Rosario Municipal Police Office, and the Agusan del Sur Provincial Prosecutor's Office. It is signed by the Afdal family. Daghang salamat.
Mag-closing pa sila or okay na mo sa case and police. Gusto niyo lang statement? Closing statement?
For now, ayun lang muna yung update, and also we express our appreciation and gratitude to every one of us para joining us in this journey for the quest for justice. Thank you, everybody.